Hello everyone, I'm Anja Rosman, and today I'm going to take you through my demo track I did for the new sample library by Strezzo Sampling called Balkan Ethnic Orchestra. This track, the melody of this track is based on a Slovenian folk song called Neori Nesejai, and I just thought this Balkan gypsy feel would do well on this track. So let's play through the piece first, and then I'll solo some parts and talk about the composition a bit. Just to let you know, I loaded my master of the track into Cubase, into the project, just because I don't want to have any glitches through the playback. So, without further ado, let's play through the track. So yeah, this is the track. As you can hear, it has a gypsy feel to it. So now let's listen to the track while dissecting a few parts. So it basically I wanted to make this big contrast from the intro to the main section. The intro is heavily reverbated, if I can say that. And the second part is a lot more dry, since I wanted this band feeling to the track. So let's solo the Gadulka ensemble, the Geige, the Kemane, and Duduk parts from the beginning. I love how this Gadulka ensemble sounds kind of out of tune, but naturally out of tune, and it gives it an extra layer of realism, I think. And this is one of the things I really like about this library, that the samples are not perfect. They sound a bit out of tune. And I think this really adds to the realism. So this is the choir part at the beginning. I just deactivated some of the master plugins, master on the master FX channel. So the choir is probably one of my favorite parts of the library. It sounds very realistic, like some ethnic ladies singing. So I just put in some random syllables, and as you can see from the MIDI, I didn't do any magic tricks with it. It just sounds really great as it is. What I did do is, as you can see, I shifted everything 50 milliseconds to the left. So the samples play a bit earlier. That's because I want everything to be in time. And I do that with a lot of sample libraries. I realize that like impeccable timing, that you try to have everything on beat, is really helpful when trying to make something sound realistic. Okay, so these are the percussions from the beginning. Quite a few. So nothing pretty, nothing incredible here, but it kind of works. And then I also added a pad that the library comes with, just to add this drone. And we also have this duduk phrase at the beginning. So yeah, every single sample, all the instruments in this track are 100% from the Balkan Ethnic Orchestra. So now we come to the second part of the track, and it starts with the choir and clarinet, which I love, and the gypsy violin. So what I did is that I put this main melody choir more in front of the mix, and then you have another section of ladies just singing the backing harmony. And then also the clarinet and the violin are doubling the melody. What I really love about this clarinet is this glissando with that comes with the legato, and also when you play higher velocities, it adds like a little embellishment on the note. Oh, why isn't this playing? 1 second. And again, some of the notes are slightly out of tune. And that just sounds fantastic. So now maybe because we're talking about the clarinet, we can go to this clarinet solo part. So I just basically improvised this part, and then I shifted a few samples left and right to make it sound as realistic as possible. But I think this clarinet sounds as realistic as sampled clarinets can sound, and I'm sure that you could probably use this clarinet in an orchestral setting as well. So now let's go to the guitars and the tamburas. So how these guitars are sampled in a way that higher velocities trigger chords, like more attacked strummed chords. So what I did is I just used two exactly the same samples, the Gypsy guitar, and I penned one hard left, one hard right, and the left one has a 10 millisecond delay, which makes this effect of having two guitars kind of playing. If I shift this to 0, it won't sound. It almost sounds sort of phasey. So shifting 10 milliseconds makes the panning a lot wider, because it's obviously two same samples. Then the accordion. So with the accordion I have loads of FX here, but the most important probably here is the transient master from Native Instruments, and I set the attack to 100 or to max or whatever this is, just because I wanted this punchy accordion sound that kind of then really gets through the mix without the accordion being too loud. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. And of course then we have a trumpet. That is playing the same rhythm as the accordion, and I really, really love this staccato trumpet sound. It has this really, really bright attack in this lovely gypsy sound. And then we also have a tuba. And trombone. Again, both have this great great attack. And then we have also the bass. Again, I added quite a few effects on this bass, maybe a little too much, but again, I wanted it to stick out and not only have the bass part, but also have a very nice attack to it. So I added quite a lot of compression and EQ from Slate Digital. Okay, then we have the percussions part. also some gypsy haze come in. Alright, so I think that's about it. Maybe we can just dissect about this finale part, maybe. So what I did here is we have a little canon going on, so basically what that means is one section starts with the melody, and before it finishes, the second section comes in with the same melody, so it's but a bit delayed. So this is just the two sections of the choir. I'm actually quite proud of the harmonies I managed to pull off here. Now comes probably one of my favorite parts of the track, and this is this trumpet solo. So what I did here is I took some trumpet phrases from the library. So as you can hear, it sounds a bit different from the audio file. And I'll show you what I did here as soon as my computer unfreezes. So I did render in place, which renders the audio file, renders the MIDI to an audio file. And then what I did is I went into Cubase's Very Audio, Pitch and Warp. So, whoops. What did I do? Here it is. So, then you can shift the samples, shift the audio around. So I can take this and maybe... Well, if you just shift shift it a few semitones up and down, it still sounds realistic. So this is how I managed to pull off this trumpet solo. that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough, and please let me know if you have any more questions. Take care and see you in the next video.